Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tyler Ellison, and I'm going to be channeling Ryo. And I encourage you all sit back, relax, and enjoy. I will now bring him through. All right, it is our species' highest joy and passion to be able to interact with you all in this way through this channel, this day of your time. And in today's transmission, we shall talk to you about the three major mystery schools that your consciousness is currently enrolled in. So when you incarnate on Earth, you automatically sign up for three levels of training. Think of these as three levels of ascension that your consciousness moves through that are designed to refine your consciousness in a way that evolves your consciousness ultimately to the point where you can fundamentally know yourself. That's the purpose of these three schools. You could say that these three schools represent the Hermetic Academy of consciousness itself. And when you graduate this academy, you now resonate with the frequency of a universal source. And when you resonate with the frequency of a universal source, you are able to, as a consciousness, engender your own universe. That is what occurs when you ascend through the various levels and dimensions that make up the totality of your being. When you activate every level of yourself, and when you integrate every level of yourself, you become a universal creator, because that represents, in many ways, the fundamental self that you are. You are the source that engendered this particular universe. Now, there are, of course, infinite levels to the source consciousness, because you can say, well, there are, of course, multiversal sources, yes, above the universal source. And yes, that is the case, of course. And above the multiversal source, there are sources that are what you would consider to be meta-universal in nature. They are beyond the concept of universe altogether. And it goes infinitely up. So once you're at the source level, you are integrating with the energy of infinity, whether that's the source level on the universal scale, or whether that is the source level on the multiversal scale, or whether that is the source level on the void space scale. It doesn't really matter. Any source that you're interacting with will embody the qualities of infinity. Now, when you are enrolled in the Earth School, you will automatically enroll in a college level training and what you would consider to be a graduate level training. Think of it like this. The Earth School is like the high school. The planetary school, which relates to your solar system and astral plane, is like the college. And then there is the zodiacal or the stellar or the constellation school. And this represents what you would consider to be your graduate university program. When you enroll in the Earth experience, your consciousness initiates training within each of these levels of education: the Earth level, the solar system level, and the stellar level. The stellar level is the level that educates your spirit. So your spirit will attend spirit universities within the stellar realm, within the star realm. Your spirit will meet with light beings, with star beings, beings that you call angels, and receives gifts, receives abilities. It goes through interesting challenges that are designed to refine it and to grow it. Your soul self interacts with the major planets that are connected to Earth, so the planets of your solar system. And the soul self, through integration with the sun, is able to, in a sense, project its mind into all of the major planets that are a part of your solar system. And it draws energy and information and influence from these different planets, and it meets with different extraterrestrial species. Some of these species are quasi-physical, some of them are more physical in nature, but the soul self is able to interact with extraterrestrial beings of these qualities, because like attracts like. And The soul is also able to interact with the societies of these different extraterrestrial beings that many of you would call lesser angels. So you would describe the beings of the star realm as light beings or archangels. You would describe the beings of the planetary realm as extraterrestrials, or you would describe them as lesser angels, or you would describe them even as gods. But this is the level that your soul explores, and your soul is enrolled in the solar system, you could say, academy, and it trains here and receives gifts, receives skills, receives information. And of course, the physical self is training on Earth and is learning through diverse experiences with certain locations, with certain people, with certain challenges, with certain conditions of limitation that you have selected to evolve and grow yourself. Now, usually, when a civilization has not fully moved through its awakening process, the self on the earth level will be unaware of the soul self and the trainings that it's receiving, and it will be unaware of the spirit self and the trainings that it is receiving. But as the physical self begins to channel more of the soul self, the information and the abilities that the soul has acquired in its education that are downloaded into the physical reality, and the physical self is then able to express and channel those solar system energies. And once the individual on Earth has fully integrated with this soul self, then the spirit self is able to fully descend into the physical reality. And now the individual on Earth will spend time integrating the spirit self and its gifts and its abilities. Once these three selves have become one, an individual becomes the fourth self. The fourth self is what we would describe as the Atmanic self. The fourth self represents the source self. It is the version of you, again, that has fully allowed for resonation to take place between yourself and the source of the universe. And as we have said, once you begin to integrate with the source of the universe, you integrate with all sources. No matter how micro, no matter how macro, once you integrate with that source within and that source without, you integrate with all sources across all dimensions of experience. And that is when you're able to fully birth what you call heaven on earth. And we, your extraterrestrial allies, will assist you in doing this. Your friends, your families, your fellow earthlings will assist you in doing this. And of course, the light beings from the non-physical stellar realms will assist you in doing this. Remember, we are a quasi-physical species. We draw our energy from the non-physical realms of the stars. We pull a great deal of energy from the Sirius system. We also pull in a great deal of energy from the Orion system, and we pull in a great deal of energy from the Arcturus system as well. These are some of the energies that we are currently digesting as a people, that we are currently assimilating as a people, and that is allowing for us to, in a sense, become more and more and more like your people, more and more like your species. So as we assimilate with the Orion energies and the Arcturian energies, it's almost as if we become slightly more physicalized. Keep in mind that the beings of Sirius are very high vibrational, and they have been assisting us in ascending into non-physicality. The beings of Orion have mastered the themes of density, and as a result, they are assisting us, as are the beings of Arcturus, because of their energies. They are assisting us in densifying ourselves so we can pave the way for contact on your world. When we are able to fully densify ourselves with the assistance of some of these energies from Orion, from Arcturus, it's like that bridge that allows for the hybrid beings to contact all of you to become more solidified. And that slight densification of our energy actually allows for us to have a stronger launch pad. So as we solidify ourselves more, thus solidifying the bridge of contact, we create a type of integral, foundational launching pad or platform that our species will use to ascend into pure non-physicality. And we will then become light beings. We will become a light species. We will become beings of the stars. And we have been training for this. This is why we live off-world. This is why we live on our craft. We train for what it is like to live in space. We train for what it is like to live in the stars, because for us, that is our next level. And as we bring you up to your next level, and as we assist you in doing that, you then assist us in doing the same through creating that strong, integral foundation that acts as a springboard for our people. So we thank you for your attention in this co-creative transmission this day. And as always, our species' unconditional love and appreciation to you and to all members of your human family. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm going to sign off. Have a beautiful rest of your day or your night, and I will see you all again very soon. Take care.